Joan and Marcus walked quietly under the glow of the streetlights, their fingers loosely intertwined. The night was warm, but the silence between them felt colder than usual. Joan had something on her mind. So did Marcus, but neither knew how to begin. Earlier that day, Marcus had broken a promise. Joan had asked him to come with her to her university orientation, but he'd forgotten, distracted again by his own worries. He hadn't told her he'd lost his job. He didn't want to seem weak, and Joan hadn't told him she was thinking about applying abroad. Their thoughts weighed down their steps. Elsewhere in the city, Detective Reynolds sat in his dimly lit office. The night shift had become routine. His screen was full of cold cases, but his mind was elsewhere, on his daughter, who had stopped answering his calls. He stared at a photo on his desk, a younger version of himself holding a little girl with wild curls. He wondered if the silence between them was his fault. Too many missed birthdays, too many broken promises. Outside, in front of the courthouse, Ben sat on the steps with his golden retriever, Max. He wasn't homeless, but lately he felt like he had nowhere to be. Max was the only one who listened, and tonight, Ben needed that.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just tired.
Max didn't answer, but his steady eyes were enough. Sometimes being heard didn't need words. Joan got a text from her friend Melissa. The message said, "Have you heard? Marcus got fired today from his job." Joan was in shock and confronted Marcus with this news.
Why didn't you tell me?
We're supposed to be in this together, but you keep shutting me out.
Because I didn't want you to worry. I didn't want to be another thing pulling you down.
That's not your choice to make alone. I love you with all my heart. When I see you sad and hopeless, I feel it too, but we are in this together. Hold me tight and share your thoughts with me, and we will overcome all problems together.
A quiet pause passed between them. Not awkward this time, but full of understanding. They talked and talked some more as they walked hand in hand until the sun came up. Their dark night turned into a beautiful day. A block away, Detective Reynolds made a decision. He decided it was never too late to change course and to make things right with his daughter. He picked up his phone and called his daughter.
Honey, I know I have not been around much lately. I have been too busy with work, but that is not an excuse. I am going to take some time off work, and I hope we can spend some time together. How about that fishing trip I had promised you?
On the courthouse steps, Ben stood up. He made a decision. He decided his fate was not cast in stone, and he walked with a new self-awareness and hope in his eyes.
That's the thing about life, huh? You don't have to know everything. You just have to keep moving. One good step at a time. I am going to apply for that job, and meanwhile I will enroll in the industrial design course.
That night, across the city, 3 stories drifted toward change. No dramatic endings, no explosive twists, just people learning to speak, to listen, to show up.
If you like this story, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it. Every bit of support helps me bring more stories like this to life. See you in the next one.